receiving yards. It's the Shamrocks and the Steelers, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
We can look at this defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Pickett now on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Off play action, Pickett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Back to throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This will be taken at the 10. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
Come on.
And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now it's Richardson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
18 Rattler.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, nothing. pick up one first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line, but not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Stiff-armed him. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Pickett. And his throw here's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. Now he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping a foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal. All
right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now here's another carry for Harris. And a short gain down to about the 33. We talk about defenders specifically. Keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. There he goes right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Richardson now on 2nd down. Touchdown! Jelani Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Shamrocks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 14 carries, 62 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Running right through it. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to move back in front.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a... Bruce, remember the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Dublin with the football here to begin the second quarter.
Let's go now.
As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Panther Street. Ready.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple.
At the Steelers' 46-yard line.
Hurt. Hey, crash. Bring it. Let go.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Come on. Hey.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Richardson. Flushed out right. Shoves him aside. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Play action. Now Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Richardson going to change the play here. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Panther 60.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
For the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, It started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
The Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Now he dumps this off over the middle. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Pickett to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down to the 40. Now Pickett changing the play. Back to throw again. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Pickett will look to throw it here. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
Now Richardson from near his goal line. He'll buy some time right. This one into the hands of Will Mallory. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. They go play action with Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Here's second and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Ready?
To the right side, this is Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Pickett back to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. To the air on first down with Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Dialing up another pass here, Pickett. That's caught, Allen Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again.
And he'll just get rid of it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So still a little bit of time following the made field goal, but we are tied as the kick's away. So we come upon him. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On first down, Richardson. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 45. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle somebody.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Again, it's Taylor. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Right side complete. That's Woods. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Going for it on 4th. Richardson. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on the play.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Anthony Richardson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Shamrocks have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Pickett. That one complete downfield to Johnson. Still going inside the 20, pushing his way through. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Harris. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will tie things at 20 all. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Off play action. Richardson going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Richardson off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Powerful running. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Back to throw, Pickett. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Come on. Panther Street.
This taken in by Downs.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like watching a wide receiver sprint because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him? Either playing receivers.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now 2nd and 3.
18, pioneer. Ready.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and touchdown.
Allen Pierce. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Shamrocks have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 25-yard line. Harris will start the drive out. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll toss to Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Steelers.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes.
On it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Play action. Now Richardson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They go play action with Richardson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Drop 60, drop 60. Go.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. That complete to Downs. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Richardson looking to throw this. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone out the same agility.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Shamrocks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short pass,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Lewis Seed with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on third down. Really should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw again with Pickett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We have an injured player out there, and oh boy, that's the quarterback, Kenny Pickett, who's in some pain after that one. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Steelers 27.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Right there, hurt.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
On for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that, not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. So here's Pickett and the Steelers.
Down by 10, 50 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Now it's Trubisky.
That's the Freiermuth.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Here's Trubisky.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Trubisky to throw.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Dublin, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.